I'm Ashley. I'm from Stony Plain, Alberta.
Chris Ross. I'm 15 years old and from Calgary.
Madeline Poloski, and I'm 17 from St. Albert, Alberta.
Stephen Crowchild, and I'm from the Tsuut'ina Nation in Alberta.
Guacamole cinnamon twist.
My name is Nemo Omar. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta. I feel very excited. I'm looking forward to getting close with everyone, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's out there.
After countless hours of waiting in the Calgary airport, we finally board the plane to Ethiopia, and there is where our adventure begins.
I'm so tired. I want to sleep so badly.
Upon our first day of arrival, we don't waste any time. We quickly immerse ourselves into the Ethiopian culture. We get toured around by our lovely and gracious drivers into the heart of Addis Ababa.
It is the Ethiopian Mona Lisa.
Then, to end off our first day, we go to an Ethiopian restaurant. While we were there was a wedding, and to our advantage, we were exposed to traditional Ethiopian dancing as we waited for our food. The food was so flavorful as well as filling. At the end of the day, we were all very drained and exhausted because of the culture shock, and especially because we were all jet-lagged. So we quickly went to bed and prepared ourselves for the next day's adventure. Our first stop was at Yegana Tesfana Hitzfana, which stands for Children's Hope. YTH operates 2 centers, one in Galali and one in Alamgana. The ages of the children range from 6 to 18 years. It's a program which brings kids in off the streets that have no families and who are orphans. It gives them a warm meal and tries to catch up their education so they can get into high school and possibly further. The kids at this center were so ambitious, energetic, and extremely talented.
It was amazing to see their spirits, their smiling faces, like knowing everything they've been through. To get to see that is just, it's something that you'll never forget.
Most people I know would definitely crumble if they were faced with any of the obstacles that these kids face every day. No matter what they've been through, it's amazing that they were still able to share some laughs with us. They were able to play games and have fun with us, and it's just a really, really great experience.
It was very, very, I don't have a word to describe it because it's just so emotional. These kids, they don't have much, but they make do so well, and they were so happy to be with us, and I guess I just feel like I should be doing more.
We are drops, our one ocean, we are leaves.
Next, we visited Liga School, which is about 40 minutes outside of the city.
Come and join us in our quest for unity.
This center showed off the Ethiopian hospitality by sharing songs and traditional dances.
Solomon says touch your chin. Solomon says touch your elbows. Touch your knees.
The families of these children were displaced from their homes due to construction by the government in Addis a few years ago and were moved out of the city into low-cost housing.
What time is it, Mr. Wolf?
4 o'clock.
Within a year or two, the rent was raised 10 times, and it became very difficult for them to pay. so everyone living here could very much use any help they can get.
We had lunch after the games in the morning, and then we gave a Canada presentation to show them about us and some personal things.
It may be very hard.
It went over very well. We sang our national anthem, and at the end, they sang us theirs, which was a lot louder, but they had numbers on their side. What you get out of a day like this is so much, and I'll have it for the rest of my life.
That would be so
They're all just trying to find a way out of these slums and trying to find a way to finish their education and get a really good life. And they're all such wonderful kids. They're all very talented. It was really amazing to see them sing their national anthem and do their national dance. It was really beautiful, and they also taught me some dancing too today. I learned a lot. I think I took a lot more from today than we could possibly give them.
In Ethiopia, only 1% of the students who pass their grade 12 exams get accepted into university. So SSCM is a program which gives hope for those who don't get accepted. SSCM stands for Schools for Street Children and Mothers. This is a vocational training center for youth aged 16 to 25. They participate in a program in one of 3 fields: woodworking, metalworking, and hairdressing. Through classroom instruction and internship, the students learn how to fulfill their role in the workplace. There is nearly 100% placement rate.
It was very different from the rest of the schools we had seen. The rest of the schools were more like tutoring, where they would teach them English and math and all of those, whereas this one was strictly the 3 things.
Because only one room with 8 or 6 families.
They also had textbooks there where if the person needed to use that textbook, they could come in and do their homework in their library. It was really cool to see because these were all like street kids coming off of the street, and you don't see that many people putting that much effort into a street kid's life, whereas the people who had founded this place really made that effort to make these kids' lives worth something.
We took 2 trips out of the city into remote rural areas of Ethiopia. Didimtu School was started by a single woman that had one dream, and that was to give back to her community. Mrs. Bekalich got funding from Rainbow for the Future and CETA and was quickly off to work. She even expanded her work to the community by providing grinding mills and shops. She is an example of how one person can make a difference. We also drove to the Oroma region of Ethiopia, about 3 hours away. This is a very remote area where not many NGOs work because it's so hard to access. The Becca Center does so much for these children. The majority of them have never been to school before. They receive a hot lunch and medical expenses are paid for them. Becca School showed us the raw talent that needs to be invested in.
We are so excited to be here with you guys because not a lot of people get to go to Ethiopia and play with you guys and teach you stuff about Canada. So we're really excited and honored to be here.
Hey, burrito! Hey, burrito!
When we got here, all the little kids from the school were ready in their uniforms waiting for us. So we sang some songs with them, we played some games, and they seemed to be having a really good time.
Becca's school was very impressive with everything they presented. But one of the issues facing this program is that only a small number of kids get to attend it. The neighborhood does have a piece of land which they would like to build a school, if they can raise enough money. So the need is still there.
We all go Forrest Gump. La-di-da-di-da, they don't go.
The whole trip was amazing. It was only 10 days, but the people we met and the experiences we shared had a great impact on us all.
We've done so much, we've learned so much, seen so much. And you know, the stuff we see here is truly like inspiring for us. It was amazing to see their spirits, their smiling faces, like knowing everything they've been through.
I am just amazed by them, and I'm truly thankful I've had the chance in my life to experience such strength. This is going to be one life-changing experience.
Celebrating with the kids today from all the different centers made me feel at home. In their eyes, we are all brothers and sisters no matter where we come from in the world. And if I've learned anything on this trip, it's that these children have it absolutely right.
I'm just overwhelmed by their hospitality and how giving they are, given their backgrounds, and they come each day with so happy and they were thanking us so much when it should be the other way around. It's really changing my world and my perspective and how much more we can be doing.
Absolutely life-changing. To go there and see the people so ambitious, so brave, and so resilient just makes you feel like you should do more and help more and give more. I was born in Africa, and to have an opportunity to go back to Africa and give back is absolutely amazing.